Not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be another good one.
Ready, 95-56. 5-5-4. It's just me and you. He's opposite.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 27, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
54. Tackles.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready! Check. Watch 54. Left 50. 80 weapon.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run for it with Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Cousins now. And Thielens got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Following the interception, Cousins, and Diggs has it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings us 3rd and 4.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Here goes 21, 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
5-9.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go play action here on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To throw again on second down, Breeze.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The open man is Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back, complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Ready? You ready? Mark 54. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze now to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now Breeze.
It is hard in zone cover.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Vikings able to recover. The Hams team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
First. 54, Mike, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go one more. Check, lucky.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Switch.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to float this one deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Keith Kirkwood there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Cook. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 23-yard run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Kamara.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Breeze. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Yo.
Something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with a 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gun.
Sorry, you trying to run, bro. Yep.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Should just let me know when you're done.
All right, but
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
all right, go ahead, send it. This one over.
Damn, that nigga beat you.
And they will take
He
a
kneeling
knee
the
here.
ball. My dude jumped off sides because I was about to stop him on 4th down.
Yeah,
By 7.
So it doesn't matter whether it's
Kneeling
on
down.
the road, but there's something a little
I
extra
had to
special
stop, but shit, that don't mean I had enough time. So I ain't
And the
fucked
home
up.
crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.
But we got
Chalk this
offside,
one up
so
in
they
the
got it.
left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always
Yeah, he was
pretty. They
fucking
had
me
their
up,
bumps
but
and
I'm
bruises. Really,
surprised,
both
yeah.
sides did, but they did
only
what they
lost by
needed
7,
to do
but-
at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out,
You
didn't
in the
they?
league, bro?
Because nothing came easy.
I'm in one
Every
league,
snap
but they
was
don't
a
be talking
major
about
league
shit.
brawl. They had to win at the line
They ain't
of
got no
scrimmage,
open
win
spot in that
downfield. They got all
Hell
those
yeah.
things accomplished.
He trying to start a
But when
new
you
one,
get
but I
a
told him I ain't
close
fuck with
one
the
like
new one.
this, you know, every
Right,
team
so
wants
that-
to be physical. We've
the
heard
old
that
one
a million
shit still
times,
worth the
right?
running, so
But those who are
see
mentally
what he
Right, so
talking
you
about.
mess with the new
those
one.
are the teams that you have to deal
His
with in
name,
the playoffs. This was
King
that type
Grit
of a game.
with 2 T's.
But why you say you're not fucking with the new one?
Cause this is too much. They be trying to text you, trying to email you damn near, trying to get you to play the game. Like, all right, bro, just give me the first
So
loss.
that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
no,
This has been a
I
presentation of the
need to play
NFL
the
on
game
EA
and shit.
Sports. For more,
Yeah, I'll
check
play
us
if I'm
out
on, but
at
if I ain't on, shit, just go ahead.
EASports.com.
Just give me the first loss.
It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long.
Email, but it's
from
cool though. I do
Minneapolis.
appreciate it. He cool though.
What?
Damn,
Huh?
man. That just now start getting better
Go
too.
get your marker. Go get your marker.
I'm done broadcasting.